Yes? Okay, good. Black robot Edward Furlong was the best. Yeah, Proto J. I loved that kid. He was like the black son I never had. I can hear it. Okay, is the volume good? I guess this is just the starting screen. I mean, let's take a look at this while we're here. What do they have here? Cyberminds. Galaxy Brain S10. Is that like an AI shop where you can, like, rent use of an AI? Galaxy Brain S10. Thought policing required by law. Transhuman. Rent a body. $8,000 a month. Lifetime servitude programs available. You can become a slave to pay it off. Liking this title screen, it's nice. I mean, it tells you a lot about the world already, because yeah, this is like set in a post-transhumanism future. There are sentient robots. You can download your mind into a robot body and then download it back into your meat body later if you want. That was part of the plot of Neofeud 1. They basically have, like, you know, mastered all that kind of tech. Like, literally no one would ever have to be sick or die again, basically. But it's, like, paywalled because capitalism, you know? Because they would never let that happen when they can monetize it. Alright, what else is on here? Free opioids! Payday loans! Food for serfdom! Low cholera levels, 90% lead free. Just a little 10% lead for that extra spiciness. Water, $19.99 a gallon. Oh my god, but free opioids, chat. You can get your free Fent. Don't worry, Misery, it says low cholera levels. Just like a little cholera. As a treat, you know? Hey, Silver Spook! Thanks for playing Neofeud 2 on day 1. Oh, of course, man. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this to come out. Like, anticipating it like I would, you know, a new William Gibson or Neil Stevenson novel or something. No, I'm very excited to play this because I loved the writing and the world of the first game. It's such an interesting, unique vision that, like, because a lot of cyberpunk is just sort of like, I read, I'm, you know, familiar with a lot of cyberpunk fiction, and a lot of it can be really uninteresting or unoriginal. Like, it's just like, oh, it's the future or whatever. There's robots and neon. That's cyberpunk, right? But I love anything that that really thinks about the world and how technology would permeate every aspect of existence and has a unique vision of that, you know? Plus, I love the art style of these games, too. Hey, just in time. Hyped? Yeah, no, you arrived just in time, too, Vox. Just admiring your phenomenal title screen right now. Yeah, I mean, I was just talking about how you can already tell, like, a lot about the world just from the, you know, like, the neon signs you've got there. Like, Cybermind, Galaxy. I'm assuming this is where you can, like, hire out an AI or something. And then, yeah, the, like, transhumanism stuff. I love the contrast of free opioids and then water is $19.99 a gallon. Food for serfdom, yeah. Thanks a lot. I definitely go for the original sense of cyberpunk from Gibson-Stevenson era. Yeah, no, I love all that kind of stuff. And your characters are great, man. Like, Carl Carbon and Sybil Clinton Bush and Protege. from the first game, to me, are like up there with Case and Molly Millions in Neuromancer, or Hyro Protagonist and yours truly in Snow Crash. You know, like they're fantastic. It's so dense in the best possible way. Yeah. No, like, I love the element of having a, like a... Hey, Tuvox! Thank you for gifting a sub to Silver Spook! Thank you for shooting Silver Spook with the sub gun. I appreciate it. I love the like, rusted out DeLorean there. You know, like... the aesthetic and style of this game is so sort of like Z-Rust, like almost retro-futuristic in some ways, like aesthetically. I guess that part of the theme of Neofeud, like, is sort of about, you know, it's like that ray gun gothic thing, right? Hey, thank you for the follow, Nero Riot. It's that ray gun gothic thing of, futures that never arrived, you know? Like, we're haunted by the ghosts of the futures that we were never able to birth, you know? And I feel like a rusted out DeLorean just sitting in this super futuristic setting is such like a perfect example of that. Because that's kind of what the DeLorean was, you know? It's like a future that never came. A car that was meant to represent, like, the shiny cyberpunk future that just didn't arrive in the form that any of us expected. Even though things are becoming rapidly more cyberpunk by the day. Like, people are getting brain viruses from AI now. You know, and the fields of Ukraine are strewn with hundreds of miles of fiber optic cables from the you know, years of drone warfare that's taken place. Like, billionaires right now are trying to build fucking their own versions of Rapture from BioShock. They're trying to make, like, city-states. Literally, have you guys heard of Prospera? It's like basically in a really dumb attempt to create a city-state exclusively for douchebag, Elon Musk-esque venture capitalist bros. You know, we're rapidly arriving in a horrific cyberpunk future. And that was something I found so fascinating too about Neofeud 1 was... As we were playing it, I played it on stream a year or two ago. While we were playing it, like, I kept thinking, this feels like, even though you had written the game 7 or 8 years ago, it felt like you were commenting about stuff that was happening in the news as we were playing the game. It was so prophetic in many ways. 100% the Raygun Gothic future and Cyberpunk future being here, but with a lot of the with a lot of the less fun, flashy bits and a lot of the more ugly, banal, yet terrible aspect. Exactly, Silver Spook, yeah. No, I love stuff like this, you know, that's about all of that kind of thing. We're not getting the cool parts. Yeah, we don't even have synth chips yet. Yeah, and VR sucks. Like, current VR is not great. Not like how we don't have a fucking Star Trek holodeck yet. But yeah, no, cause I read a lot, and so when I find something as, like, well written and unique and interesting as, like, Neofeud was, I fall in love with it. It was great. So I have been incredibly excited to start playing this. Hey, Maracas, I started playing Neofeud 1, just got to the N-word robot and laughed my head off. Yeah, no, Maracas, it's great. I guess that's another thing I appreciated about it too, which is that, like, you know, it's such a politically sincere game, and it speaks very deeply to my own politics as well. Like, I'm also a leftist. But I feel like a lot of the time when people make, you know, stuff from a very leftist perspective, it can kind of be, like, overly sanitized, and it can remove some of the fun from it. I like that this, you know, wears its beating heart leftism on its sleeve and is super political, but it also has a sense of humor about itself and can be a little bit edgy at times. And you can have fun with that, you know? Like, I rarely encounter media that hits both those things. You know, and I don't mind it being sanitized. I understand why people don't want to, you know, go edgy with some stuff, but I like edgy humor. You know, like, it can be fun. I don't know. I like the Boys comic. There's plenty of stuff that a lot of people consider tasteless or edgy that I'm just like, it's fine for what it is. I enjoy it, you know? Neofeud has become more, obviously, politically relevant as time... Oh, I agree totally, Neuro Riot, since it's released. Just says so much about how politically tapped in it was. Yeah, exactly, Neuro Riot, yeah. I agree. But yeah, I just love that it's also, like, a fun, funny, like, dark, you know, hilarious game. It's not afraid to be that at the same time as being deeply politically sincere and engaging and cerebral, you know? I'm not going to watch the stream because I want to avoid... Okay, good night, Maracus. Thanks for stopping by, man. Proto J as the black robot Edward Furlong. We should have had something in decades... Yeah, had in something decades earlier. Proto J was a great character. I loved the $6 billion baller. He was awesome. Oh, God. All right, let's start the game.
A red star is rising. If we don't control it, the sun may begin to set on our new galactic order.
Huh. We've got the firepower to handle those arachnoids and petty criminals. We rule under the barrel of an anti...
Isn't that, what's his name? Buffett Gates?
Our primordial
I thought that he died.
Strength for weakness.
Maybe I'm misremembering.
Water and oxygen riots and flame as loud fill the streets. Perhaps we should use a caring hand rather than an iron fist?
Nonsense! You've got to keep the animals on a tight leash. Steel and organic, alien and human. More budget cuts and police batons will teach them a lesson.
Is that carbon?
We print the truth, same as we print money. The masses will keep calm and stick to the program, as long as we deal with the deprogrammers.
Our man, our personal Rambo, will light them up from the inside and turn the tide of war in our favor.
Yes. Once we activate the ultimate technology, all Silk Roads will lead to our Herbs Eterna, and it will all be over.
Okay. God, I love the art.
I grow tired of the pollution and wildfires of this world. Ragnarok and a clean slate.
Like a post-apocalyptic Brazilian favela.
Can we, Daddy?
Soon, dear. I think we could all use a change of pace and greener pasture.
Alright, nice. I just got finished Neofeud 1. Although, I have to confess, I got Neofeud 2, I have to confess I never finished Neofeud 1. I came to a certain scene and cried, had to take a pause, and didn't manage to return yet. You should return when you get a chance, Neo Riot. The ending is amazing. But yeah, it definitely gets emotional towards the end. I think I might have a guess on the scene you're referring to. I'm assuming you're talking about the one with the Protege and what was the name of his creator? The father of robotics? Gertz? Sorry, it's been a year or two since I played the game. Dr. Gertzel, thank you. Silver Spook. Yeah, are you talking about that scene? That was really good. I was like, damn, that actually was emotionally affecting. Like something that like I wouldn't have necessarily. I was just impressed that a game that can hit such like hilarious points at times could make me care so much about Protege. I was like, damn, that's honestly really sad. No, that scene was very effective. Just because, yeah, like, when Protege is introduced, he's such a comedic character at first that I was taken off guard by how much I ended up caring about him as the game went on. Same with, like, Carl Carbon and Sybil Clinton Bush, too. Alright, use the hand leg. Oh, yes, I remember this from last time. Yes, the interface. Legs, eyes, hands, and mouse to play. You may need to try unusual combinations in Neofeud 2. You can speak with your mouth, but you could also bite down and hold on to something. Okay. What do we have? Bottle, motor oil, lithium vial, steering wheel, door handle. So, where Nostromo? Interesting. Don't have time to clean my panels and pipes or give my face sheets a facial. Don't have the WD-40 either. I also don't have the privacy for a proper bath. One of the joys of being a terrestrial slum-dwelling bum living in your ground car. Alright, motor oil?
I got that rust rigor mortis in my elbow. Oh, Gates, damn it. Both my blasted cyber arms are frozen up? Really?
Thanks a lot. Yeah, I tried to make everyone as three-dimensional as possible. Yeah, no, like, you did a very good job of it. Because, yeah, I think when I was in the early stage of the game, I was viewing them more as sort of character archetypes. But they definitely developed as the game went on into, yeah, like, fully fleshed out characters who I actually cared a lot about by the end of it.
Whoa. I'll need to lube these rusty metal joints or I'll be as useful as a colonial starship with no hyperdrive.
Alright, I could use this to lube up my arms. My arms are too rusted up to grab it. It's a Gates damn catch-22. I gotta rub a few artificial brain cells together and come up with some creative ways to get that grease in my cog work. Okay, what can I do? Motor oil ain't ideal for silicone servos, but it'll do the trick. Okay, bottle? Looks empty. Yeah, like the Conrad novel, but also, yeah, like the shipping alien. My mech arms are too foobar to drive. I'll just wind up on the nightly news, crashed into a CCTV camera pole. Can we grab the bottle? A, it's too early to start drinking. B, I'm a sentient machine. I don't have a stomach, bloodstream, all that ooey gooey plumbing to get a buzz from alcohol. 3, bottle's empty. F, my brain ram's all corrupted anyway. No need to murder more cyber brain cells. 7, it's too early to start drinking. J, where was I again? Red dried liquid. I don't remember what that mess is. Might be straw cherry flavored fizzy drink that splashed as I dashed it to a customer's door. Paper? Napkins I stole. You had to steal napkins? Oh, God. I mean, subversively relocated for wiping up my spilled machine bodily fluids, like oil, antifreeze, etc. What's the mithium? Liquid crystal mithium. Technically, it's a Schedule C super illegal cyber narcotic for chromes like me. I really shouldn't. But riding high on the magic M Dragon is the only few minutes of happiness I get to feel between 23 and a half hours of drudgery in this hellscape. I mean, fair. What else are you supposed to do in this nightmare world? Hey, at least the opioids are free. Well, opioids probably don't work on robots, sadly, Misery. I guess the mithium is sort of like robot fentanyl. If I survive a year, I'll make a new Gigacycles resolution to get clean once I save up the $3 grand for the wetware detox program. I love that. That's because, like, it's already disgusting that healthcare is so heavily paywalled in the United States. I'm very grateful to live in a country, Australia, where a lot of our healthcare is subsidized by the government. I feel like doing it with a robot like this just heightens, it like draws such great attention to the absurdity of that, where it's not even a medical, like, treatment he has to undergo to dry out. It's just a program they run to detox him. It's just a press of a button. It's literally nothing, you know? And they're still like, give us $3 grand, junkie. Can I grab anything else? Door handle? I won't be able to open the door till I get my joints fixed.
I got that rust rigor mortis in my elbow.
I wonder if robots have
All
GLP-1s.
my blasted arms are frozen up. Really? Whoa. I'll need to lube these rusty metal joints or I'll be as useful as a colonial starship with no hyperdrive.
Can we get the vial, at least? It'd make me feel like 1,000,000 Zuck coins. But I'd still be broke IRL, and I've got body bills to pay ASAP. Can't afford to zonk my circuits right now. Oh, God. I hate how plausible that is feeling more and more. Zuckbucks might become a thing in the near future. Can you use your mouth to pick up? That's what I was thinking I was going to try next, Aaron. I just wanted to see what happens if I interacted with everything first. I presume this. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Whoa. It looks like that did the trick. Oh, what a gates damn mess, though. Better clean this crap up. I wouldn't want anyone thinking I'm a homeless robot hot mess living out of an ancient beater car. I mean, I am, but you gotta fake it till you make it, right?
Well done. This is very helpful, as I thought folks might be. Yeah, I think that was a good suggestion to put in with the little tutorial bit at the start there. That was probably a good call. Although I will say I found the like puzzles in Neofeud 1 very well designed. I play a lot of point-and-click adventure games on stream, and a lot of them have the most insane Moonman logic when it comes to their puzzles. Like, there's no way a normal human being could figure it out without referring to a guide. In Neofeud 1, I don't think I ever had to refer to a guide a single time. I was able to figure out basically everything some puzzles gave me more struggle than others, but all of it I was eventually able to figure out in a pretty intuitive way. All right, what can we do now? We could get high. What happens if we get out of the car?
Oh, yeah. Now that this robo-body's got range of motion back, I can finally open my own damn car door. Yay!
Oh.
Oh, son of a Bisberg. What now? Ugh, my side brain.
The rent for your Galaxy Brain S6 and Nostro model chassis is due in 19 kilocycles. Please remit payment of 699 Zuckcoin to Omnicore, or your consciousness will be deactivated and your body repossessed. Please vocally confirm by saying, "Okay, Omni."
Okay, Omni.
Thank you. Have a nice day. And remember, winners don't use generic drugs.
We're gonna kill you unless you give us money.
Please, damn
Remember,
it.
don't do
Keep
drugs.
forgetting I don't own my own body. I got less than a day to pay my existence bill. Well, I better get to work on one of my 4 jobs.
Oh God. Brand name is fine. Don't do generic. Ah, of course. Yeah, you gotta pay a lot for them too. Of course, yeah. Oh God, I almost forgot that's like. In Australia, compounding pharmacies are everywhere. Almost every pharmacy is a compound pharmacy. So, like, Australians almost never get, like, brand name drugs. Because it's, yeah, you just get the generic, and it's 10 times cheaper. I think the fucked up thing, though, is that, like, this is not so far off from reality, you know? Like, obviously, you know, there are no sentient robots who are going to have their brains repossessed if they don't pay, you know, $6.99 Zuckcoin for their monthly rent to it. But, like, there are millions of Americans who will die without continuing health care for some long-term health condition they have. And if they don't have health insurance, the world just goes, well, tough. You know, you're gonna die now. You should have hustle grinded harder. You should have locked in more, you know? Like, why weren't you being more of a capitalist bootstrapper? You deserve to die for that. Like, this is a real thing that happens right now. People fucking die because they can't afford, like, they can't afford healthcare that the government should make available to them for free. This is just making me think about how I'm thinking of DIYing a medical device for my hyperhidrosis, because the prices for them are often $300 to $500, just so I can sweat a more normal amount. I mean, yeah, exactly, misery. Yeah. You know? Like, it's absurd, but, like, this is not that far off of the real world, you know? I mean, some places more than others, obviously. Australia, at the very least, is spared some of that, considering, you know, we have government-subsidized healthcare. We have, like, socialized healthcare. But still, it's ridiculous. I was definitely going for the Scramble to Survive US Nightmarescape, but turned up to 11, where you literally rent your body from the corpse that own it all. Yeah, no, it's a really good, like, it's a really good way of using science fiction to talk about the present. I mean, a lot of the best science fiction does that. I mean, not literally always, but I love allegorical science fiction. I love stuff that's, like, commenting on the world right now, by just, yeah, like, taking some of those elements and turning it up to 11, you know? Because, yeah, I mean, if they had their way, This is what the world will be. If they have their way, this is what the world will be like. This is their ideal scenario. People, like, renting bodies, you know? I don't recognize this off-worlder species. Purple-skinned dude looks like he's got a few screws loose. Off-worlder Sindarian refugees. You can spot them a parsec away by the antenna and hairless gray skin. Their kind is high on the Earthling nationalist shit list. This also reminds me a lot, too, of that, have you ever read that comic book series, Silver Spook, Trans Metropolitan? The one that's basically what if Hunter S. Thompson was in the future? It kind of reminds me a lot of that, too. Chassis parts of sentient humanoids. They've got a black market chop shop operation going on, selling replacement arms, legs, eyes for androids and robots who can't afford the $3,000 a month robo-refurb care. Won't do me any good now. They can't do E-mines, and Omnicorp might deactivate my Galaxy Brain S6, and Nostro Bod is just for setting a metatarsal myofiber in there. Oh, just for setting a metatarsal myofiber in there. I misread that. Is there a cord from my phone's in the way? Is that Warren Ellis? Yeah. That was by Warren Ellis. Yeah, great comic. Very enjoyable. This hobo skeletanoid is missing a mitt and section of cyberbrain case. Poor guy. This looks like this slum dweller kid binged watched too many Stellar Wars movies. Stellar Warriors. I guess fantasy cosplaying can take the edge off of homelessness, make it slightly bearable. The whippersnappers got whale-like fins on their arms and turquoise skin color. I'd peg 'em as an off-worlder alien refugee from an aquatic planet. I've got quite a few of the Transmetropolitan comic collections. It's pretty good, inspired my previous glasses. Yeah, it's a fun series. I like it. It's not like the best thing ever, but I think it's pretty enjoyable if you like cyberpunk stuff. Or you like Hunter S. Thompson and think the idea of Hunter S. Thompson in, like, cyberpunk future is a fun concept. My shit ground car. My piece of shit ground car. McFly model. Oh, God, that's such a great name for it. Yeah, because of the whole, like, ray gun gothic thing. McFly model 1985. Ironic, because McFly don't fly at all. No anti-grav system, thrusters, nothing. I could shuttle high-class rich folk around with the mover ride share for some quick coinage. Deliver Mangalorean barbecue to posh Trustafarians in their fancy hotels, afraid to breathe in the plague, ash and tear gas filled air. Oh, God. I read Transmetropolitan as a kid, but the dialogue was gibberish at the time. The artwork and world was hella captivating. I drew Spider's glasses a lot. The look they gave Spider Jerusalem is very cool. With just like the bald head and those sunglasses and the suit with no shirt and chest covered in tattoos. It's like a hard look, you know? But yeah, great. I think it could be worth revisiting now that you're an adult and you might understand the story a bit better, Calvera. That place is closed. I think it translates to 000 in base 2 Borgiese. Is there a coding language in this inspired by Borgias? I mean, I guess that makes sense, considering that, like, the Garden of Forking Paths from the climax of Neofeud 1 is, you know, like the name comes from the Borges short story. I hadn't really thought about that. Translates to no vacancy in Earthling standard dialect. Bokatsu sign? In the early days of Bizon's colonization, this was a bar for caconium miners, maltrolium frackers, but they've all bitten the dust from xenotoxin poisoning, assorted cancers. Nowadays, it's the usual suspects: terminally unemployed truckers, doctors, lawyers, Fugees out of countless colonial wars, ex-military burnouts like me, other black collars looking to drown their sorrows in alcohol poisoning, brawls, and bullets. Yeah, no, I love all the flavor text in this game. It's got so much personality. I don't need my Steely Dan to get Steely Danieled right at the moment. More worried about my corporate-owned body and consciousness being permadeathed for not paying my existence rent. There'll be time to goon later. Red tent. This is a weirdly shaped tent. Maybe we can look at that in a sec. Tenters, car sleepers are everywhere. It's rumored over half the Strato Towers. Oh shit, Sunday!
Oh my god, it's finally here.
It's finally here, yes! Neofeud 2, we're finally playing it. And Silver Spook, the creator's in chat. But yeah, no, I've been waiting for this for pretty much since we played the first game, for like 2 years. It's rumored over half the Strato Towers aren't even occupied because of sky-high rents. Landlords just keep the scraper lights on to avoid embarrassment. Oh, it's so real. I hate how fucked the real estate market is because of fucking people hoarding that shit. Downtown Neoliberon. The Coffin Apartments Complex and Omnizon Auto Fulfillment Center are this way. Don't need to go there right now. Alright, let's, can I interact with the tent? It's been 9 long years working on this, but it's finally out. Yeah, no, like, I'm sure that must have been an incredibly exhausting thing to do. Like, that's such a long project. But it's worth it. I mean, this game, I'm sure this game will be amazing, and the first game was incredible. And I think over time, it will definitely develop, like, a real audience. It's just, like, not enough people have heard of it or know what it is. You know? Silver Spook, it's amazing already. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm loving it so far already. Like, this is great. What is this? The Cash Blaster seems to be out of power. Anyway, it's not like I have a bank account that isn't bankrupt or a credit line that I don't owe a kidney to. If I could figure out some other way to open up this box, it may still have some De Niro in it. What's this? Ooh, I have a bunch of different things. Could I do this on it? Cylon on a stick, that doesn't look good. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck.
Warning. Illegal tampering with dead war criminal dispensers is a federal offense. Continued tampering with Cash Blaster may result in up to a $100 trillion fine, death,
what?
enslavement, or kidnapping of your
Why not just
firstborn.
find me $infinity million?
No, don't shoot. I'm just the, Cash Blaster repairman. Yeah, this machine is a decade or 3 late for refurb and dead war criminal restocking.
I was not notified by Ameribank of a maintenance session. Connecting to WAN network now.
Oh crap.
Unable to connect to Ameribank HQ.
Should have saved
You
before I
are
did this.
guilty of ATM fraud and destruction of a corporate headquarters.
What? I didn't blow up your corporate office. You're just bursting with software bugs. Marinating in this sulfuric rain, wildfire ash, and anti-riot gas for years will do that to you. I'm here to fix you.
As a pseudo-sentient artificial consciousness, I am authorized to perform a citizen's arrest. Say anything, or remain silent for instant eradication.
It will be forgiving if you mess up. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I was remembering from the first game how I got killed when I was trying to hack into that power box in the apartment block in one of, like, the early scenes of the game. And it just, like, electrocuted me to death. Okay, what do we have here? Anything, remain silent. That's a logical paradox. Think about it real hard. Can we... Ooh, we could try making it blow up. The Energesis experience redux. Is this scene? Yeah, okay, right, yeah. I mean, let's see if that'll work.
That's a nonsensical statement. No matter what I do, I'll be eradicated. It's a logical paradox. Think about it real hard. Till your AI brain melts down.
Processing. 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 Statement computes.
What? Your CPU isn't looping infinitely, futilely trying to solve an unsolvable
Damn
problem?
it!
The lack of logic should make you, like, freeze, overheat to a pile of slag, or explode or something.
404 error. Logic module not
Oh,
found.
damn it.
Please enjoy your unenjoyable eradication.
Oh, damn it.
Well, fuck.
Thank you for choosing Cash Blaster
Ow.
for your banking needs. Have a nice day.
Okay, it just puts us back here. So what are these other... So I guess that's money. These are Zuck bucks. There's also this. We could... What is this one? We could try this. I'm not sure what that's gonna do. Okay, what's this one do? That might help, but the camera doesn't appear to be extended yet. Okay, we'll try this again. We'll try a different dialogue option this time. If you look... Oh, I forgot I can do that. Alright, let me just click through this so we get back to the choice.
Warning. Continue.
Oh, Lord shit. What?
As
Alright, what do you think, chat? We could try do something else. I am curious to see what do something else is. I must have something I can use to get me out of this pickle. Okay. What if I use this? Wait, hold on. Let me look and see what this is first. The Light Bender. A cloaking device for special ops. You know, like assassinating democratically elected leaders of resource-rich countries. Or stealing the last bagel from the buffet table, of course. Operation Condor type shit. Okay. Alright, what if we... Oh, okay. Can I drag that to... Hold on, let me try it on the tent.
chaotic visual pattern.
Okay, there we go.
Unable to lock onto target.
Yes! I think my disorienting disco mode is working.
Attempting 2. Adjust. Cognitive mode. 2. Beautiful. These C-beams glittering in the dark. The gay rainbow light playing off your handsome rust-beaten jawline. Those butterscotch eyes sparkling
Yes!
with topaz gems like diamonds in the rough. This feeling, can it be?
We rizzed up the ATM. Yes, I'm in love with you, ATM.
Sure. It's Lovell, right? Love at first death threat. You had me at enslavement.
Wow, you got it so fast. To be fair, I that was partly because there was some, I think, minorly helpful signposting from you there, Silver Spook. Because when I was looking at the different like things in the menu and I clicked on the disco mode that we just activated. I noticed there was a little text pop up that said like, "Oh, this wouldn't help right now. The camera's not even active," or something like that. And that sort of, I think that clued me in subconsciously to like, oh wait, maybe this is like useful for, because you know, like maybe this is useful for avoiding the AI. Because you said like, oh, it'd be good. It could be good if there's cameras on and we need to distract them. Date everything. Hellscape Cyberpunk Edition. Oh god. All right. Geez, this murder machine picked a really weird time to achieve self-awareness.
New mission. Must. Defend. Core programming. Spare the beautiful bad boy criminal from high caliber eradication. My God, it's full of stars. Full of stars, 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 stars,
We were so hot. We killed it.
Oh, looks like it wasn't a logic bomb, but an emotion bomb that overloaded its systems. Rest in prologue, friend. On the bright side, if I need a date to Roboprom, I could always jumpstart Loverbot here. Oh, also, I'm not blasted into a million pieces by its anti-aircraft gun. That's a plus too. I'm guessing I might be able to break into the ATM safely now.
Nice. But yeah, when I clicked on this, there was a little prompt that was like, oh, maybe this could be useful when the camera's on or something, or like when a camera's watching me. So that was what made me think of that then, like, oh, what if I use this one? Yeah, again, I think that's like good signposting, because that was subtle enough that I didn't even really think about it being a hint at first. But when the do something else thing let me go like, oh, you can access the you know, like prompt the context menu now. That made me go, oh, okay, that's what we're supposed to do here. I guess do something else is for when you want to exit the conversation tree window and just like do an action that can affect the scene. Good to know. I was always worrying there wasn't enough signposting. I mean, at least for me, that was more than enough, Silver Spook. I'm maybe that comes down to me as a streamer. I do play a lot of point-and-click adventure games on stream, because I like story-heavy stuff. It gives me the most to kind of talk about and bounce off of as a streamer, and also just I have a personal enjoyment in it. Like I'm a big reader. But yeah, it's I mean, I only speaking for myself, I think that was a perfect amount of signposting. Maybe other players might struggle with it more. The only reason I'm saying that is just because, yeah, I have played more than a few point-and-click adventure games on stream. So I wonder if I just might be hyper-attuned to this kind of stuff. Alright, let's try and break into it. The Cash Blaster's defenses are down. The entire system is too. I can't access it the normal way. Can I break into it now? There we go.
Well, that was messier than planned, but I made it rain, non-acid rain, for the first time in Kilo Souls. I know it looks like I am filthy rich now, but these old greenback dollars are only worth slightly more than toilet paper.
Damn it!
Might be a couple hundred when converted to Zuckbucks. Better gather this up before some junkie wakes up from an overdose.
Right, yeah, the mileage will vary if you're a point-and-click regular or not, I think.
That's all of it. Now I've got to drive these antique dead tree dollars down to Obama Plaza and have the currency exchanged for Zuck coin.
I love all, like, the integration of real-world stuff like that. It adds such, like, a fun, unique flavor to it. Because most cyberpunk stuff almost wants to, like, ignore a lot of the current day, I guess to make it feel more futuristic. I love how the warring Neofeudal families are the Clinton Bushes and the Buffett Gates. And, yeah, everything is, like, Obama and Zuck. It's so good. Picnic in Obama Plaza tomorrow, guys. Yes. Alright, also, let me save. That's save, right? Okay. There we go. Alright, well, I guess that's at least part of the money we need to earn. Is there anything else to look at here while we're here? What's that? Barbecue? Looks like a barbecue grill, but there's no food in it. Just a bunch of cacao cola soda cans, bits of broken phone, VR headset, and hoverbike aluminium. It's off right now, but the grill looks ready to cook. The door to this joint. Can I go in there? Who are you playing as this time? You mean, like, who's the protagonist character, Teo? I think there's more than one, but we're playing as a former, like, robotic soldier for the US government, you know, who was, like, committing intergalactic imperialism and murdering natives so the Earth could extract their resources and stuff. But now he's, I think, decommissioned or left the military and is reduced to, like, working as a DoorDash, Uber Eats delivery driver and just, you know, general plaything of the modern economy. Is the character called Nostromo, or is that just the name of his, like, chassis, his body, a Nostromo type? Oh no, he says Stromo. It says Stromo there. Yeah. Like, the character's Nostromo. Yeah, it's Nostromo. Yeah. Can I go in there? They can't solve my mind-body problem. I can't score any more free opioid samples. Don't need overpriced plague water. And don't have the cash for their retro Nintari arcade games. Nostromo is the name that he's known as in the game, but Nostromo is his right, yeah. Okay, I thought so it's both. Yeah, it'll become more apparent why later. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I hadn't misunderstood and like his name was something else and it was just his robot type was Nostromo. Okay, cool. Can I talk to this flute guy? How's it going?
How's it going there? Space samurai warriors with plasma katanas are rare as living wage jobs nowadays.
I came to Neoliberon City to make it big. Mom and Pop were moisture farmers near the Heister Gate. I thought I would be a hero, fighting some glorious star battle with my laser sword skills. 2 years later, I'm still living in a cardboard box, teaching fencing lessons to rich kids for 5 Zuck coin an hour, deliberating bentos for even less. Gates, damn. What an idiot I was.
Hey, don't sweat it, kid. We're all equally screwed here in Bizon's land of opportunity. Besides, interstellar colonial warfare ain't nothing like the holovids and the sense stim try to sell you. Been there, done that. Couldn't afford the t-shirt.
You fought in the Great Interstellar War? Like bringing freedom and democracy to the universe and all that?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Jobs H. Christ. Is that what the Demopublican propagandists are calling it now? If I had a gastrointestinal system instead of a micro-tokamak fusion cell, I'd be vomiting my guts up right now.
Well, that must have been amazing. Valiantly taking out the evil Sovereign socialists and restoring free market capitalism to the galaxy? I mean, thank you for your service, sir.
Kid, if I hear thank you for your service again, I'm gonna blow my own side brain out.
Anti-colonial ideation detected. Restructuring neural pathways.
No way! Did I hear
Joining the
you?
utopian military was the best decision I ever made. And how else are you gonna pay for college and healthcare? Am I right?
Okay, mister.
That's so good. That's fucking hilarious. Like, did I detect you expressing anti-imperialist sentiment? Let me activate the U.S. poverty draft propaganda chip in your brain. Literal thought crime. Yeah. Funny but horrifying. Yeah, it's so real though. It's so fucking real.
So I don't recall close encountering any alien life forms quite like you on my tours of duty in the military.
Well, yeah, I'm kinda bioengineered by a eugenics corp for survival in marine environments. Unfortunately, that marine environment didn't survive corporate pollution. Oil spills and toxic chemicals killed millions of us, and my friends choked on plastic and nets. That's why I'm a refugee here in Neoliberon.
Sheesh. Sorry to hear that, kid. If I had a Zuck coin for every interstellar genocide...
I'm glad that part landed well. It's funny, we were like literally just watching a few weeks back anyway. We watched a movie on stream called Bullworth that actually has like a great moment in it with Don Cheadle expressing kind of that same idea, where he's like, the only way out of the hood is shooting a gun in a gang or shooting a gun for the US military. Like, a young man can't feed a family working at Burger King, you know? Like, society's not set up like that. So, so many people are effectively, I mean, they call it the poverty draft. You know, people are drafted into the military, essentially, because there's literally no other way for them to experience any kind of upward social mobility, you know? It's horrifying. Or what? So you can, like, feed their bodies into the fucking meat grinder? You know, fucking bringing liberation and freedom to a bunch of countries that didn't fucking ask for it because they had the audacity to talk about socializing some of their national economy. So you had to, like, fucking ruin their countries, turn them into dictatorships, you know. They did that all over Latin America. They did that in the Middle East. And then have the audacity to complain decades later when the citizens of the countries that they ruined try and come to America to escape the violence that America directly caused. You know, it's absurd. Ah, yes, the Ghetto Superstar movie. It's so much more than a Ghetto Superstar movie, Sunday. Bullworth is amazing. I never thought, like, a movie would end, the climax would end with Halle Berry looking Joe Biden in the face and saying, "Come on, Biden, you know you my N-word." Like, I was mind blown. And it's actually a really good film. It's fucking hilarious, though. Like, actually made, the song was I just think it's weird that people only remember Bulworth now as, like, the ghetto superstar movie. Where, you know, compared to most other major Hollywood films, its politics are very radical in a way that mainstream, like, cinema usually isn't. Most mainstream cinema is very, like, neo-lib coded. Or even conservative in perspective. You rarely get, like, true radicalism in a movie that costs $90 million to make, you know?
You got a name?
Well, sure. Fluke Seawalker at your service. Laser sword master, CrossFit instructor, holotube extraordinaire, chatter influencer, and much more.
Fluke Seawalker, eh? That's a thick resume you've got there. It sounds like Neoliberon's your oyster.
Well, unfortunately, I'm making about $3.50 per hour if you count all my unpaid overtime and teaching space rents, so no pearls yet, but like Captain Eutropia's catchphrase goes, never say never.
Right. I'm sure it's just a blip in the economy and you'll get your big break anytime, Fluke.
You sure will, kid. Poor deadweight slum kid. He'll probably be dead in a year. I mean, yeah. Damn, there's so much dialogue we're unlocking with him. Yeah, no, like with the first game, I tried to take as much time to examine everything and talk to all the characters, because I was like, I want to see the entire story, you know, and some of the side interactions have so much, like, personality and world building in it, and they're often hilariously funny. Like that shit was with the, his brain fucking preventing him from expressing anti-imperialist thoughts. Is that a real laser sword you got?
Is that a real laser sword there, or are you just unhappy to see me?
Oh no, it's a novelty item I got for 8 Zuck coins on Omnizon. It won't cut through a steel door like the Space Samurai power katanas, but it makes a good flashlight/baseball bat.
I'll bet some tweakers and less bright thugs might be fooled into thinking it's real deal plasma.
I want you to try and get him to try and buy drugs off you. I did see that, Misery. I am very interested in doing that. What's Safanil? I know what Mythium is. That's the drug in my car. I thought that was only for robots, though. I mean, we can see if he wants to buy either.
You looking to score tonight, Bucko?
Huh? Well, yeah, I'm gonna have some extra special soyman noodles. I nabbed some stray ketchup packets from the Swiss Burger Place. Dumpster dived the noodles this morning. Barely any maggots. I'm gonna stir the ketchup into a marinara sauce with that new 90% lead-free water. That's like 90% less than usual.
Only 10% lead!
No. I mean, do you want to get groovy tonight?
Is that like one of those old people words?
Oh, what? No. Myth, do you want to buy some Mythium or not?
Well, I was playing Call of Colonialism, and the FBI warning says winners don't use drugs except non-generic opioids. And I kind of want to be a winner, so I better not.
Is Safanil the generic? I mean, sorry, the branded.
I think Mythium won't work on me.
Yeah, I figured Mythium wouldn't work on him as well, because I was like, isn't Mythium for robots? Your corpo brain interfering directly with your mind will be a reoccurring theme. Nah, okay, that's great. Because that's a really good, like, literary device to, you know, have like a thing working against the main character at all times, even if it's just internally. Like, there's some great narrative friction you can make with that. Yeah. and some, you know, it's also a good avenue for like commentary on, you know, whatever it is happening right now. Like having essentially a corporate like overlord sitting on your shoulder at all times, chiming in. It's like a good literary device. All right, you want to score some safe nail, kid?
Hey, you wanna party with some of the safe stuff?
I tried one of those free opioid samples, and it did relieve my depression and make my deep sense of purposelessness, dread, and existential angst go away for a while. Are you sure Safenol is safe, though?
Of course it is, kid. Why else would they call it Safenol?
That's so true.
If it was a highly
You can
addictive
trust
substance
companies.
that's as deadly as fentanyl, but with a couple molecules rearranged, well, the authorities and pharmaceutical companies would tell us.
Of course.
Yeah, you're totally right. Okay, I'll take some.
The companies would never lie to us. The Purdue family would never knowingly get a nation hooked on highly addictive opioids. It's obviously perfectly safe. I don't got any Safenil on me right now. I'll need to find some of the purple opioid first.
Oops, my bad. I don't have any of the safe stuff on me right now.
Top drug strat, just a couple of molecules of difference. I mean, yeah, that's kind of where like a lot of those synthetic drugs come from, like synthetic weed and, you know, like bath salts and stuff. Most designer drugs are just that. There's some other drug that a chemist just rearranged the molecules in so that it's technically legal. I thought this was science fiction and not just reality. Yeah. All right, so this is clearly another way we're going to have to get money to pay for, like, our brain rental. I guess we're going to have to do some... Ooh, there's more people over here. All right, let's continue investigating here before we even get in the car and drive away, because I already got a bunch of stuff just from, like, you know, talking... We already know that we need to come back and sell this kid fentanyl. We got money from the vending machine. Like, we're going pretty well so far. Can I talk to the homeless robot? What are you up to?
Are you having a cookout? Why wasn't I invited?
Very funny. I'm just trying to get my makeshift founder started here, but something's wrong with the fire starter. You wouldn't happen to have a light. Help a Chrome brother out.
What are you doing exactly?
Really having a barbecue? Don't you X800s gotta pay extra for gastrointestinal upgrades?
Nah, homebot. This ain't a meatbag cookout. I'm just gonna melt down a bunch of soda cans, last year's phones, and other trash, and upcycle it into a new arm for myself.
The analog app changed that. I guess that's true, yeah. It's less common now.
I get shafted with 3/5 the pay, because robots are 3/5 a person. You know the drill. I can't afford fancy schmancy mint appendages, so I'm just making do, you know?
I hear that. Half my body is rusty rebar and spliced USB charger wires.
Plus, I'm recycling neoliberons' crap, which will save the air the meatbags breathe and the water they drink. I'm doing them bougie earthling hominids a service, and all they give me is homelessness and aluminum scraps from the table.
I like one of I like with the design of Nostro that like while his entire body is robotized, he has like very sort of human looking eyes. Like the actual eyes on the character model look very human and like sad. It gives him a real sympathetic quality.
I don't have a lighter, but I'll see what I can do.
If I had something capable of igniting a fire.
Take it easy.
Use the eye tool to examine. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, can I use this? My left arm transforms into an M5A2 pulsar rifle, a souvenir of hard times served in the colonial military. It can be set to stun, kill, annihilate, waterborne torture, fireborne torture, and a few other settings when it's actually functional, which it isn't. Oh, okay, so we're gonna need to get our arm working again. I wanted him to be fairly expressive. Yeah, no, it gives him a very sort of, like, human quality. The analog act doc does stand out to me as a bit vague. The use of substantially similar. I mean, it's meant to be kind of a case-by-case basis. Trying to draw that line seems impossible. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that, Misery. Like, how exactly do they arbitrate where the line is? You know, like, how many molecules difference does it have to be considered its own unique thing? Right now, its quantum phasar engine only operates at 0.01% capacity, so the pulsar rifle is just a very elaborate tactical cigarette lighter. Oh wait, that might work. Alright, let me try that. Barbecue. There we go. Oh, there we go. Son of a Bezos. Almost burned my... Well, I guess I can't singe my titanium eyebrows off. But the blaze nearly set my trench coat on fire. Alright, there you go, friend.
There you go. Now you're cooking with gas.
Hey, thanks, Brobot. I'll let you in on a little secret. There's an ATM under that red tarp back there. Ancient old thing. Spews that hyperinflated toilet paper.
Oh, interesting.
You know? Anyway, I hear it's still chock full of dead, pale war criminals.
Dead purebreed war criminals in an ATM?
Oh.
Sounds like a terrible and unlikely
So
place
I did
to
that
hide
out of
high-profile
order. Okay.
Assassinated bodies.
Oh, no. Dead pale war criminals is just the slang term for dollars. Not sure why. Anyways, I hear that ATM is still loaded to this day. The only problem is, it's still got a security system attached to it. Maybe lethal? Well, knowing Neoliberon, it's probably super lethal.
This was a
Probably
hint
take
for that
your
a little
head
bit
off
previously.
and then
Yeah.
take the constituent components apart. Then separate you atom from atom.
I get the point.
Anyway, it's an old system. I hear their Orwell 6 CCTV cameras are notoriously wonky and don't work well with bright or chaotic light conditions.
Okay, yeah. That's probably a good call to put in because I think I noticed that thing right away because I play a lot of point and click adventure games and the red tent just immediately stood out to me. I was looking at everything anyway because I wanted to read the flavor text, but I was immediately like, that seems like an odd shaped tent. That's odd. What is that? Okay, yeah, it's probably good that you put a more direct hint there because I feel like if players are looking at stuff in this first screen here, they're definitely going to be talking to the characters first before examining everything in the background. That's cool though that you can actually do it out of order. Cause like I hate it when games will sometimes do a lot of that thing where like even if you correctly figure out what it is, the game goes, no, you can't like take the tent off it yet. You haven't done the other arbitrary thing to trigger unlock. I like that you just let the player, like, if you guess it, you can just go immediately to the ATM there. That's cool. All right, well, I want to hear his dialogue anyway, so let's ask him about it.
Any idea how I could break in?
If I did, I'd be swimming in a pool of dead pale war criminals. Now wouldn't I, homebot?
I guess it's worth a shot. I'm gonna be dead in less than 24 hours anyway. If I go, I'll be going out with a bang rather than a whimper and a keystroke in a corporate database, deleting my entire personality and memory forever.
Alright.
Let me ask you about some other stuff. So you're really having...
Oh, wait, we already
Nah,
asked him
homebot.
about this.
This ain't a meatbag cookout.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
won't
yeah.
hear that.
Plus, I'm recycling Neo.
Yeah, we already asked him about
Take
that.
it easy.
Alright. Wait, can we get him to repair this? Can't figure that out. Nah, okay. I thought maybe because he's got the foundry, maybe he could help repair our arm. Alright, who else can I talk to? Off-world refugees and homeless mimetic polymaternoid. Alright, let's talk to them, and then maybe we can get in the car and do some Uber deliveries or something.
Hey guys, how's it going? Hey guys, how's it going?
When they hit you with the zoomer stare, the fluoride stare.
How about this weather, right? Cloudy with tear gas and an 85% chance of acid rain, I hear.
They're just gonna
They might
say
not
nothing.
speak Earthling.
True.
Or they could be icing me out because they're Sindarian Fujis. These guys are at the top of the list for the white human nationalist mobs. The cops, basically the same thing. And other make planet Bizon great again right-winger types.
Ugh, God. Alright, looks like we can't talk to them now.
Take it easy.
Also, is that a fucking predator head on the wall? Oh, I'd already read that flavor text, yeah. Alright, let's talk to the homeless mimetic polymaternoid. One of the houseless terrestrial serfs populating the endless tent cities of Neoliberon. And they've got a kid. Sadly, homeless families are as common as typhus down here. Jesus Christ. There's typhus too? Alright, let's go talk to her. How about some Safanil?
Want to try some safe stuff? The S
I don't have
is
any,
a
but
miracle.
would you like to
Relieves
buy some?
pain, cures depression, makes your teeth white, your eyes bright, and childbirth a pleasure.
Bullshit. I had a handmaiden job, served as a proxy womb for a dozen human female aristocrats. I've birthed more bougie babies than you've had oil changes.
God.
If there was anything in the colonized worlds that made childbirth a pleasure, I'd know about it.
Okay, maybe I was slightly overpromising there. I stand by the bleached dentures thing, though.
Okay, I'm lying. Alright, you were a handmaiden?
You were a handmaiden?
Artisan gestator was my official title. Sure, they have standalone artificial wombs that you can set up in your living room, watch your progeny grow like a potted plant, see the embryo sprout heart, lungs, limbs, marvel as the gill slits and tail come and go. It put the ultrasound techs out of business. But for the true Neofeudal elite, a handmaiden is a status symbol. They desire conspicuous reproduction, having another living sentient being carry their child, as they have servants carry their bejeweled purses, endangered fur coats, $10,000 bags full of Dulsace and Sackler's Fifth Avenue shopping. Well-heeled divas want their womb serf to go through the morning sickness.
That's so
the pain,
true.
The Braxton Hicks, the excruciating agony of labor and birth. And they always want a natural birth when it's a handmaiden bearing the child. C-section for themselves, of course.
Well, that sounds terrible and unnecessarily cruel.
I don't miss it, but it was a job. Shelter, food, refurb costs money. My son's got android spina bifida, which ain't cheap to treat.
That's so real, though. Like, it's obviously surrogacy does help some families who, you know, wouldn't have otherwise been able to conceive, have a family. But in many cases, when the ultra-wealthy do it, it is kind of like a weird flex. Remember that article you talked about before on stream? Do you mean the one about that venture capitalist lady, the Asian woman who was married to the white rich dude, and they had these hilarious wedding photos of, like, him, like, dressed as a samurai or whatever? And she had a surrogate that was meant to be carrying their child, but then the surrogate ended up having a miscarriage, and so the rich VC lady decided, oh, I'm gonna blame the surrogate for this personally, and I'm gonna use my hundreds of millions of dollars to, like, wage a harassment campaign and ruin her life. Do you mean that one, Misery? I remember that was pretty infuriating, yeah. Where, like, it was so fascinating, too, because, like, all of this information was publicly volunteered to the journalist by the VC lady. Like, she thought she was in the right, that she looked good in this situation. When the average person read that and went, you're a fucked up monster, what's wrong with you? Like... Yeah, no, they treat these women the same way they treat all third world workers. Like they're less than human, you know? Like, I think the whole, like, having all of these non-humanoid life forms in this game, and I mean, just in Cyberpunk in general, it can be a good avenue to explore that. Because, yeah, like, there is an invisible underclass of, like, abused labor that exists in the West. They're called illegal immigrants, and the government uses them as political scapegoats and brutalizes them and pays them nothing and tells them that they're ruining the country when, in fact, they're the only thing holding many industries together. You know? Like, it's appalling the way we treat them. It's as if she didn't think of other women as humans with emotions. Exactly, Misery. Yeah. No, like, cause in their eyes, they're not human, you know? They're not a 1%er, so they're basically, they're an NPC in a video game. You can treat them however you want. That's how these people see the world, you know? They think other people aren't real.
Pardon me for prying, but how exactly do you gestate humans if you're an android? Don't those fleshy Earth hominids require flesh and blood wombs?
Yes. Well, I'm technically classified as cyborg. Living reproductive tissue, synthetic skeleton, all marinated in bioengineering techno-magic that's beyond my pay grade.
Fascinating.
So, who exactly were you carrying kids for?
I was surrogate for rich soccer moms, executives of space mining companies. I even got preggers for a new Hollywood starlet who didn't want her supermodel figure botched by a baby bum.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Scuba Duck.
Orbital pool parties.
Thank you for the follow, man. Alright, new Hollywood starlet?
You carried the child of a big-time celebrity? I think you'd be drowning in duck coins, sipping champagne and detoxed air in an arcology resort, not slumming it in Bizon's low streets.
Ha!
No,
Ironically,
they
it's the
throw
wealthiest
these people
who are
away
often
when they're
the
done with them.
stingiest. She was technically a billionaire. Could have bought me an aerial mansion up in the Stratoplex with the money she makes in 1 minute. But when I asked for a slight raise from my abysmal wage, she scoffed. For a lonely android, serving such an illustrious mistress is payment enough. That's final. Plus, I was denied benefits due to bogus
I'm
personhood
paying you an
loopholes.
exposure.
You were manufactured by a eugenics megacorp, so you migrated to Bizon illegally. When my fellow handmaidens and I tried to unionize, they threatened, "You ingrates will accept $3 an hour, or we're calling ICE to deport you."
Whoa.
That's surreal.
Flacked up. And how could they deport you back to the factory or whitewash science lab or whatever place you were manufactured in? You can't be expected to live on an assembly line.
The
Yeah, that's
inconsistency
fucked
didn't
up.
stop them rounding up the hundred or
Thanks
so
for playing
Maternoids that
Neofeud
went
2.
on
Of
room
course,
strike.
Holly. Thanks
No
a
one
ton
knows where they were
for
taken.
getting and playing
They just
Neofeud 2 again.
disappeared, like
I got to run.
tears
Oh,
and
of course,
acid
Silver
fizz on
Spoon.
rain.
It's been great to see all these reactions from someone who really picks up on everything I put into the game. Yeah, no, of course, man. If you gotta go, I totally get it. Like, don't let me keep you from whatever it is you need to do. But I appreciate you hanging out in chat while we're playing. It was great to be able to like talk with you about it while we were doing it. I'll probably be streaming the game once a week on like the same day on Wednesday. But yeah, because I play a different game like every stream basically. So I kind of like play through games, sort of like rotating through the weeks in that way. But yeah, I'll definitely be playing the entirety of this on stream. I love it already. And thank you for making the games, man. They're amazing. Oh, God. But yeah, no, thanks for hanging out, man. It was cool to get to talk to you about it. I'll definitely mark the calendar on Wednesday. Great stream. Yeah, I'd love to have you back again in chat while we're playing it. But yeah, all good, man. Thanks for hanging out. And I'm loving this already. This is great. Like, you know, as someone who reads a lot, this is on the same level as like some of the best stuff in the genre that I've read. And I love that it's its own unique thing. It doesn't feel derivative at all. Like, it's so original. It's great. It's like everything I want in this type of game and in a cyberpunk story in general. Congrats on the game again. Yeah, no, it's incredible. Alright, Shaw, you can stop, Glaze. I'm sorry. I just love his writing. I love this game. It's one of my favorite. Well, the first game was one of the favorite things I played on stream, Teo. I'm sorry. Would you complain if I was praising Neil Breen? Or Damon Packard? But yeah, no, like, I love this shit. It's great. I could talk about it all day. Time to ban Teo.
Sure you don't want any, S-juice?
No, for the last time. I'm not polluting little Roy's body with an opioid addiction secreted through my artificial mammary glands. Not before he's even had a chance to wreck his own life.
Alright, have a good
night. And best of luck with that kid.
Alright, time
Thanks.
to get
We'll
inside our DeLorean. Alright. Oh wait, can I talk to this guy?
Hey, how's it going?
Klato Baraka Nikyu.
What?
That is a common salutation from my home planet, Botox.
Botox?
Greeting, huh? What's it mean? We come in peace? Live a long life and prosper?
No, it roughly translates to, may the damn Earthlings stop barbarically bombing you and stealing your resources.
Shit. Ain't it the truth, though?
Alright,
how's it going? That's a smelly heap of trash. I mean, those are some great knickknacks you got there.
Thank you, friend Mechanoid. My psionic intuitions tell me, though thine heart be forged of cold steel and colder fusion, you are of kind and noble spirit. Wouldst thou come to my aid?
Hey, sorry, buddy. I don't got any spare E-coins to beam into your virtual panhandle.
Certainly not, Magnus Metallicus. This fallen Praetor desires not the currency of Homo sapiens imperial metropole. But if thou would spare a pittance of minerals, or
I guess in the
perhaps
future we have
offer a
cold
flask of
fusion,
hydrocarbon, I require more exene gas to power my trans-dimensional warp gates.
You want some lighter fuel to charge up your faster-than-light drive? I'm not seeing any teleportators or holodecks around here.
Once activated, I'll flee this Ozymandian collapsar of a city on a prismatic space-time bridge to my home.
I love that he's wearing like a McDonald's shirt. He like works at Wendy's or something. Or not even that, I guess he just stole it from a dumpster.
What space-time bridge?
Behold, a device of immense cosmic power. Power undreamt of in your progenitor race's philosophy. The Great Coffee Maker.
Roswellis holds up coffee, Mr. Caffeinator.
I hate to break it to you, Mr. Galactic Hitchhiker, but that's a broken Mr. Caffeinator machine, not a hyperdrive.
Looks may be deceiving, O fairest one. For example, I sense great things in you. You possess a sapience, a Kal Anural, beyond what your grime-covered, primitive, and pitifully weathered shell suggests.
I know I'm a rust bucket. No need to rub it in.
You are much more than meets the eye, or visible spectrum ocular implants. The third eye, the Kala Aura, shines bright. Your aura burns with the light of 1,000 quasars. Great things are in store for you, Magnus Metallicus.
If I needed a space tarot reading from a crackpot Botox refugee, I just download the Psionic Psychic Fortune Telling app.
Let me ask you about something else. Alright,
How's it going? That's a smelly heap.
Oh wait, we already asked about that. Alright, let me ask you about something else. You want some fentanyl, friend?
Don't got any exene gas on me. But how about some Safonil? It's glowy, purple, and makes you feel like you're on top of the world.
Ah, a bright elixir most potent. I have witnessed the halcyon banners proclaiming its power, but as yet I have not sampled this Safonil.
Awesome sauce. So, you want to buy some? 100 Zuck bucks a pop. Even if you can't literally Einstein Rosenbridge your way back to your homeworld, Safonil will make you feel like you're running your hexadactyl hands through blue alien wheat below glimmering crystal citadels of Iowan, or wherever your homeworld is.
Thou sellest thine wares with a most potent sales pitch, and mayhap this Safonil potion could restore my psionic power and connection to the cosmic membrane manifolds.
Checks his bank balance, pockets, shopping cart, but lacks the funds. Sad. I was reading this Guna manga that also has battles in it, and then I remembered it's time for Shark's stream. Yep, we're playing Neofeud 2, baby. One of my most hotly anticipated games for the last 2 years. Yeah, no, I think that the game is clearly telling me that, Teo. Like, I'm assuming when we get in our car and start like doing Uber deliveries or whatever, at some point we will acquire some fentanyl, and then we will come back here and sell it to these people, right? I feel like that's definitely what it's signposting. So hold on, I need to clear my throat. All right, that's better. Alright, but yeah, we definitely gotta sell some fentanyl. The game seems to be telling us. Alright, what's waiting for you on your homeworld?
So how's that homeworld of yours doing? Oh, sadly, it lies in shambles, torn as this one is, devastated by the interstellar colonial forces. And what are you doing here? I was forced to flee as my hometown lay in ruin. I lack the tear ducts of the earthling, but I feel a brokenness in my Botoxian spirit. All the same. Sorry to hear it, but why do you want to go back home now? I realize now that my exodus was folly. There is nothing for me here in New Liberon, the rotten heart of this dying civilization. No virtue, no life, no future, and no honor. I hear the psychic call of my people across the light years and through the stardust. I must heed their beckoning and return.
Fascinating. Why are super advanced aliens always so old European coded? That's very true. Just like elves in fantasy.
Why are all of you super advanced aliens always medieval coded? The ultra-dimensional entity that created us, the Tolkienus, the penchant for European
No way!
elves,
That's
dwarves,
literally what I was referring to.
We all exist within a simulation of a simulation of a simulacra in the mind's eye of a man named Steve, a bored insurance adjuster, consuming hallucinogens whilst trying to crowdfund a fantasy/cyberpunk D&D podcast in Cincinnati, who himself is an ideation of another ideator. That's very meta, and you're not even high yet.
That's a good bit. That's so funny. I literally I was like, yeah, like elves in like Tolkien are really just like old European aristocrats when you think about it. Alright, what are you doing wandering around here?
What are you doing wandering back and forth through the terrestrial wasteland?
I must construct additional pylons.
What?
I got into trouble for parking my land chariot in the no parking zone, and was sentenced to a month of community service, placing traffic pylons.
You got a name, pal?
You got a name?
Roswellis Elrondian III, at your service.
Okay, Roz. I'm Strummel the First. Or technically, Strummel the 8 millionth if you count all the other me's they cranked off the assembly line. Have a good night, and good luck on teleporting home through your coffee machine. Or whatever.
Yeah, I love how even just like the side characters you can interact with, like that exist in scenes, have so much personality to them. You know, and you get so much world building from them. It's great. Alright, let's get in my DeLorean. Hell, wait, I haven't been wearing my goongles this entire time. I haven't been in cyberpunk mode. Do you guys want me to be in like a Death Stranding hologram as well? How do I get in the car? Oh wait, it's probably this. I should drive these dollars downtown, but before I do that, I need to fix my car tire that's fallen off. Oh, I need to do that. Okay. Let me get the tire. Yeah, do you want me to be a Death Stranding hologram for this? I guess technically that's... Hold on, that's like more cyberpunk looking. Let me activate it. There we go. Yeah, that's more cyberpunk, I guess. Now we're hacking. Let's go.
Okay, the tire is back on the axle.
Oh yeah, that works. Yeah, I originally made this for Death Stranding, Teo, to like mimic the holograms that you constantly see in that game that Norman Reedus interacts with. But I was like, actually, this would probably suit the like vibe of Neofeud as well. Me being in cyberpunk hacker mode. I totally spaced. I made it. I was like, ooh, I should switch to that before I start playing the game today. But then I just totally forgot to. Alright.
Better make sure this thing is bolted back in properly this time, so I don't spin out of control and go crashing into an Ahab's coffee again. I don't have a torque wrench, but if I hypercharge my actuators, I should be able to get it on tight. Alright, that's it. I should be driving your car instead
Shark
of
is such a
asymmetrical tricycle now.
It's Shark Punk.
Why were the bolts left lying all over the ground? If a carjacker was gonna pull Grand Theft Auto, they'd A, choose a car with more than $100 of Blue Book value, and B, not undo the bolts and leave them lying all over the ground.
Keep thinking about the situation.
I must have just forgotten to rescrew the bolts in. Gates, damn it. My Cybrain's anterograde amnesia must be really kicking in.
Keep thinking.
I'm paying an apartment rent's worth of Zuckbucks for this stupid E-mine, and its memory's got more holes than an innocent migrant worker on Shoot Xenos Day. It's almost like overpriced, terrible products with hidden defects are a result of the economic system. This system of capitalism.
I'm sorry. This anti-capitalist thought is fake ideology. Formulating this
communism isn't real.
Is a thought crime in violation of Omnizon Terms of Service. Continued infractions may result in Galaxy Brain 6 synthetic cortex deactivation. Please vocally confirm you understand the terms and conditions by saying, "Okay, Omni."
Are you kidding? You can't even say shit. They're like, we'll kill you if you don't celebrate capitalism at all times. It was hammer and sickle brain hackers.
So you're saying because Omni owns my brain substrate, they can terminate service, wipe my personality matrix, and effectively kill me at any time for thinking thoughts they don't like?
Yes, and it is completely legal. These stipulations were all clearly outlined on page 3241, section 3, part 2A of your
You clearly read it, right?
If you're unhappy with your Galaxy Brain and Nostro model body, you are free to return it and find your own substrate to exist in.
Okay, like, so just die if you don't like it.
Shit. Not this again. Can I just think my own thoughts? I'm no constitutional scholar, but don't we have inalienable freedom of speech rights or something?
Freedom of speech applies in public spaces. However, on digital platforms, social media, search engines, and other privately owned means of communication, the company sets the rules and has the power to limit or terminate service.
We were literally
to any
talking
user
about that
at
earlier.
any time. In the wake of brain-computer interfaces, with billions of people thought posting to Friendbook, uploading their dreams to SimSpace, and communing mind-to-mind through Nossi Neuralace, thoughts and other synaptic activity have been nationally reclassified as speech, as elaborated in the Galactic Communications Act of 2131.
We were literally talking about that earlier. The fucking, that 14-year-old kid who was jacking off on the family iPad and activated Google Live camera mode. And then the Google, like, because they were using Gemini AI to goon. And when the camera detected that it was a child, like, with its junk out, they insta-banned the entire family's Google accounts, which means that the website for the father's company, which was like run through Google Web Services, gone. Instantly vaporized. The company website's gone. He's lost access to 15 years of business emails. He's probably not going to be able to pay his taxes, file his taxes properly this year, or pay his employees. His family's going to the poorhouse. It gets worse. The eldest sister is in college, and her entire dissertation was in Google Docs. It is now, inaccessible. They have perma-banned the entire family. And the daughter was meant to submit her dissertation in, a few weeks. And it's like, Google can do that because they're allowed to, because it's like, what they can be prosecuted for is hosting child porn on their platform. So if they detect that, they're just going to insta-ban everything. There's no legal recourse for denial of service. If Google just says, tough shit, we're banning your whole family because you broke our TOS and we don't like you anymore, as a private company, they're legally allowed to do that. So this whole family got fucked because their dumb 14-year-old kid was gooning to Gemini AI, and now all of their futures are ruined. That's so funny. We were literally just having a conversation about how denial of service is not really a thing you can prosecute companies for. They're allowed to not do business with you if they don't want to. Well, unless it has something to do with you being a protected class. For instance, a company can't refuse to do business with you because you're black or gay. But if you post child porn to their platform, pedophiles are not a protected class. Which means that the platform can just go, yeah, you're gone. Boom. You have no legal recourse. Sorry, bro. I bet they won't be keeping their stuff on the cloud going into the future. You know what the really fucked up thing is, Teo? The reason the daughter kept her shit on Google Docs was because apparently when she was a first-year university student, she had a physical hard drive failure in her laptop, and she lost an important assignment that she had to redo. And because she never wanted that to happen again, she wrote the entire thing in Google Docs because she thought that would be safer. That's the real sad part. Oh my god, that's so tragic. Yeah, I feel so bad for the daughter. It's so fucked up.
But I don't have any other body, and I can't afford the hundreds of thousands to buy one.
I'm very sorry, but that is your own responsibility, not Omnizon Corporation's. Perhaps you should acquire more education and skills, work harder, and earn enough money to buy a non-rented sovereign corpus, if you so desire one.
It's fun you're exploring every option. I wouldn't be shocked if the ending you get is missing the payment deadline for spending too much time chatting. Illegal to stop the grind and shoot the shit. That would be funny, and diegetically very appropriate in many ways, Rex Bosworth. Although I feel maybe I'm misunderstanding it wrong, but I didn't feel like time was actually passing right now. I assumed, maybe I'm wrong, but I assumed in this game it's not going to have a literal clock. Maybe it does, and I'm just incorrect, but I assumed it was going to be a game where time only passes, essentially, when one scene progresses to another scene. It doesn't, like, when you're in a scene walking around doing stuff, it's effectively frozen. But yeah, I wouldn't do this with every game, Rex. I'm also playing another one right now called Kathy Rain, that I'm kind of enjoying still, but, like, the writing is nowhere near as good as Neofeud, or Neofeud 2, the one we're playing now. Like, with Kathy Rain, I haven't been interacting with everything and reading every bit of flavor text. But, like, with Neofeud, of course I am, because Silver Spook is a brilliant writer. Never know, it would be appropriate to rig the game like Corpo Overlords do. Oh, that's why I'm saying, Rex, it would be very, like, thematically fitting if that does happen. I agree. I was just assuming it wasn't, because that was my understanding of how the mechanics work so far. But you are right. Like, that would be fun. That would be a funny twist. It punishes you for doing that.
It wasn't my fault. I think some brainjackers tunneled into my head with ideology algos and synaptoviruses. Oh yeah, they installed the socialist subterfuge in me.
If you believe you are a victim of Savanon socialist mind hacking and installation of communist propaganda, please submit your corporeal body and mind for total hyperscan auditing.
I don't know why, but this game is making me think of that Jaden Smith clip. Can we talk about the geopolitical and economic state of the world right now? Well, I mean, probably because the game comments on that kind of stuff so heavily too, Vox. I mean, the sentiment that Jaden Smith was expressing is not, like, incorrect. There are a lot of fucking stupid people in this world who only talk about inconsequential, like, meaningless crap. What passes for conversation is just them recounting literally every event that happened to them in sequential order since the last time you spoke to them. But the problem with his statement to Vox was that the way he expressed that was very cringe. Like, this like, oh, I'm so much smarter than everyone. Oh, can we talk about the political state of the blah, 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 blah? Like, he came off like a, like, the reason people hate that is because he makes, like, saying it like that makes you come off like a fucking wanker. And it's also kind of a child's way of phrasing it. Like, can we talk about the geopolitical and economic state of the world right now? It's like saying, hey guys, can we just, like, talk about philosophy right now? Or, like, nihilism right now? And it's like, okay, what about it? You didn't propose, like, you didn't propose an interesting conversation here. You just gestured at the idea that the rest of us should do it for you. If you want to talk about fucking geopolitics or the economic state of the world, just do that. And, like, find a way. Like, I talk about that shit all the time on stream and, like, with people in real life. I just try to find a way to make that interesting. I don't browbeat other people for not being as much of a 500 IQ, like, communist as me, you know?
I do not consent to this.
You do not own this body and thus cannot give or withhold consent to its usage.
I try to relate it to something that's happening right now, you know? So treaties, yeah, exactly. It's the equivalent of doing that too, Vox, where it's like a child trying to sound sophisticated, you know, where it's just like, okay, let's talk about politics, you know, just politics generally. It's like, okay, what specifically? American politics, European politics, like Marxism, social, like what, fascism, Australian politics? What do you want to talk about, you know? That's why it was so lame when he did that. But that's why this game works, is because Silver Spook has woven all of these themes into a, like, really interesting sci-fi story. You know? He's doing the thing of making you care about it, you know, by presenting it artistically, creatively, funnily, however you do it, you know?
Okay, Omni. This is so flacked up.
Yes, they still say flack as like a synonym for like fucking. Like, this is so fucked up. It's not a cyberpunk game without some weird future slang. What's the thing they call everybody in Cyberpunk 2077? Choom? What's up, my chooms? 1 hour later. Okay, that's not bad. I got 590 Zuck coin right now. I need another 109 Zuck coin to pay my existence rent to Omnizon Corp. Okay, we gotta find the rest of that money. How are we gonna find the rest of it? Can I, like, go anywhere else here? Can you just drive again? I presume not. I'll try that in a sec, though, Teo. Can I go into that door? Do need to go in there right now. Defrag? What is this place? Could probably use a defrag, but I can't afford it right now. Someone else's ground car. Don't need to mess with it. Alright, let's see if we can just drive in the car again. I presume maybe we're out of fuel or something, Teo, so we need to find the rest of the money somewhere else. Okay. Well, at the very least, we can sit in the car. Guess I could do some rideshare driving with the Surf Driver app. I'm not gonna make enough dough to buy a star yacht doing the gig economy chauffeur stick, but I'm short on options right now if I don't want my personality matrix iced in a corporate vault somewhere, spun up for post-mortem data mining and clandestine experiments. Alright, hell yeah. Let's fucking go. What the fuck?
Don't forget to buckle up.
Oh god.
Also, diagnostic shows you've got 2 oil leaks, a hanging bumper, nearly expired insurance.
I know. That's why I'm chauffeuring kill wraps to douchebags for 5 Zuck coin an hour with this Surf Driver app.
5 Zuck bucks an hour? Well, we won't be able to make enough money doing that.
Your kin will be liable for your chassis damage and massive hospital bills.
I thought that was stream overlay. No. That's a game, Teo. Let's ride. Hell yeah. 4 hours later. Shit. I made 40 Zuck coin, 12 went to fuel, 8 went to insurance, 10 went to Surf Driver fees. I'm barely making 3 measly Zuck coin an hour. I might as well panhandle on the side of the road, rattling a soyman noodle cup at this rate. Fuck. Okay. I got 602 Zuck coin right now. I need another 97 coins to pay my existence rent to Omnizon Corp. Take out a payday loan? We could try that. That might be an option, Rex. Maybe we can sell Mythium to that other robot? Why doesn't one work? How weird. Alright, what happens? Do I pick up the Mythium or do I do it? Oh, whoops, I changed my model's mouth. Hold on, there we go. Alright. Okay, so we can't pick it up right now. Alright, let's see if we can... You should buy drugs with your money. It takes money to make money. Where am I gonna buy drugs from? Doesn't look like we can take out a payday loan from there. I'll try and enter it, but it doesn't look like that's an option. Maybe. Don't need to go in there. What's in there? Popular place to cool your heels and play some Mortal Fighter 2. Just let the 7-foot bot bouncer win or your heels will become iced spare parts. Alright, can't go in there. Alright, there has to be other things we can do here. Let's talk to this guy again now that I set the barbecue up for him. About the ATM.
That ATM heist. Can you run the deep
okay, this is just the same info as before.
There's an ATM.
Alright, we already read all this.
Let me, So you're really having a barbecue?
Nah, homebot. I work at a flying car auto.
I hear that.
Plus.
Take it easy.
Use the eye tool to examine... yeah. No, I know game. Also, hold on. I'll be back in a sec. I need to quickly take a piss. I'll be back in 1 minute. Alright, I'm back. Maybe go to the strip club and rub the manager's office. We can try that. Where's the entrance to the strip club? Can't walk to the... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't think we can enter the strip club. Alright, what else am I meant to be doing then? We'll figure it out. Shit. What's in the trunk? What's in the trunk of the car? We haven't looked in there. Son of a Bezos. The trunk's hinges have rusted shut. I might be able to force it open if I put my arm motors into overdrive. Alright. Oh, fuck! Ah, Cylon on a stick. I snapped the trunk door off. Well, it's open, but now I gotta weld the hinges back on. Okay. Can I look in the trunk at least? The door's snapped up, but it's open. I should grab whatever I need from the trunk. Alright, let's see what's in there. Scruffy nerd herders, I found it. One big, fat, lucrative vial of Neofeudal opioids. Ah, hell yeah! Time to sell some crack! If I could move this product, that'd put a major dent in my existence rent. A dent as big as the one in my temporal lobe skull plate. Hell yeah. Alright, time to deal some crack, chat. Watch and learn. You want to score some fentanyl, kid?
Hey, you wanna party with some of the safe stuff?
I tried one of those free opioid samples, and it did relieve my depression and make my deep sense of purposelessness, dread, and existential angst go away for a while. Are you sure Neofeudal is safe, though?
Of course it is, kid. Why else would they call it Neofeudal? If it was a highly addictive substance that's as deadly as fentanyl, but with a couple molecules rearranged, well, the authorities and pharmaceutical companies would tell us.
Yeah, you're totally right. Okay, I'll take some.
And it's just that easy, chat. And it's just that easy.
Here you go. Get some S juice in you, kiddo. Take the edge off the dystopia. 100 Zuckbucks will square us.
Oh, golly, that's like 3 days full wages working my 4 gig jobs, but I barely feel like life's worth living. I really need that Neofeudal pick-me-up right now. Okay, I'll take it.
We're getting Luke Skywalker hooked on crack. I love this game. Yeah!
Thanks a lot, mister.
Don't party too hard, Luke.
I've got 702 Zuck coin right now. I've got enough moolah to pay my existence rent. I should pay it ASAP. Pay existence rent now? Sure? Well, that's interesting. Why does it give me an option to not do it now? Fuck, I should have saved, but I wouldn't. Hold on to it, you think? Because, yeah, I'm like, the fact that it's giving me an option makes me think there's potentially some edge case reason for why I should hold on to the money. You know what I mean? Maybe there's an opportunity that comes along. I mean, when was my last save? I think it was like pretty close. Yeah, it was like right before we got the Neofeudal. So I guess if I want to reload my save, that's not too much time lost. I guess let's just see what happens if I say no. Check your balance again. Okay, cool. Okay. Alright, well, I have the money to do that. What will we do now instead? Hey, Olivia! Thank you for the raid. How's stream? We've just been playing Neofeud 2. And Silver Spook was here earlier. Like, they were in chat and were watching my stream, which was cool. Because I got to, you know, chat with them while I was playing it. But yeah, how was stream? Just been doing some more Neofeuding, and it's pretty fucking hilarious so far. So glad to finally be back. And we just sold Space Crack to Luke Skywalker. I'm sorry, Fluke Skywalker. Let me make a save for that, I guess. God, but yeah, it's been fucking hilarious. This is still just like where the game starts. We haven't really there's so much to look at in it. Like, I'm surprised by how I assumed we were immediately gonna go to a new environment, but no, we spent a while here. There's like a lot of characters to talk to and shit. But yeah, how was your stream? Were you doing more? Was it? I saw Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, I think. Can I go to the Neoliberon downtown? I don't need to go there right now. Let's see what happens if I click on that. No, I can't. I can't go there. Maybe I have to pay the Zuck bucks to progress the story. Maybe it's just saying, do you want to pay it now? Do you want to, like, keep examining everything in here in case you missed something? I'm trying to see if there's, like, anything else we didn't interact with or look at. Like I said, I do have a save, so if there is some utility in keeping the Zuck bucks, I can always reload it, but I might just try paying the Zuck bucks just to see if that, like, kicks the story forward. Because I feel like we've interacted or looked at everything here, basically. Maybe I'll ask the homeless robot quickly if, like, he can help me weld the door to the boot of my car back on. No, it doesn't look like anything else.
Really having a barbecue? Don't you X800s gotta pay extra for gastrointestinal upgrades?
Nah, homebot. This ain't a meatbag cookout. I'm just gonna melt down a bunch of soda cans.
Yeah, we saw all this before. So, let me check something. OBS. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we might need to use the Zuck bucks to progress the story. Hold on, let me see what happens if I use my disco mode on the children. I'm not sure what that's gonna do. Okay, never mind. What about him? I'm not sure what that's gonna do. Huh? Alright, don't need to do that right now. Why don't I talk to her again? Maybe she says something different as well. She reminds me of the android lady from the start of Neofeud 1.
Sure you don't want any, S-juice?
No, for the last time. I'm not polluting little Roy's body with an opioid addiction secreted through my artificial mammary glands. Not before he's even had a chance to wreck his own life.
Have a good night. And best of luck with that kid.
Thanks. We'll manage.
Yeah, like, I can't think of anything else I would need to open right now or anything. I think maybe we have to give them money to, like, progress the story forward. Let me just try doing that. Yeah, I mean, I want to hold on to it, Teo, because that did make me think, oh, maybe there's some cool use for it I hadn't considered. Wait, hold on. Before I do that, let me quickly see if I can interact anymore with this transhuman thing. Can't figure that out. Shop interior. Folks getting cyber brain updates, chassis overhauls, organic reorganizing. No time or money for that. I got a brain and body mortgage to deal with ASAP. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else we can do here. We might have to, like, pay off our debt to progress the story forward. What happens if I look at the car? Hold on, let me see what happens if I look at the car when it comes by. Oh, I can look at all these. Our presidents and tech prodigies promised us all flying cars by now, like in the Jetsons, but only the stratospherically loaded get to fly in the Mile High Club. Too bad I wasn't born with a silver spoon up my butt. So true. An air car. Wish I was born in a 24-karat crib so I could afford one. Or born into a carbon body instead of silicon and metal. Most pure-breed humans live lives of luxury, heads up in the clouds. Hey, Silver Spoon! Thank you for the raid, man! Hey, speaking of, yeah. Yeah, hey, I just managed to get enough Zuck bucks to pay off my brain and body mortgage, by dealing some fentanyl to Luke Skywalker over there. Although we were having a debate about whether or not I should, like, not pay off my brain and body debt, because maybe there's some use for holding on to the money later. Though I was, like, fairly certain you have to progress the scene forward to whatever the next, like, area is. I was like, maybe they just leave you the option to not do it right away in case you want to, like, read more of the flavor text in the scene or something, like I'm doing now. Or organic fresh kale salad if they're vegan and feel bad about the cows. Yeah, I think I've looked at just about everything, so we might try paying off my debt now. Alright. Alright, pay existence rent now. Let's do it. Yes.
Okay, Omni. I'd like to make a payment of $699 for my monthly Galaxy Brain and Nostro Body bill.
I'm sorry. Your total charges this
What?
month come to 2,699 Zuck coin.
What? You told me it was just $699.
Due to heightened cortisol levels, lack of sleep, and increased stress and anxiety, you appear to have damaged your Galaxy Brain 6. An additional neural maintenance fee of 2,000 Zuck coin has been added to your bill.
Are you kidding?
What? This isn't fair. I'm not sleeping because I'm working 5 different jobs 14 hours a day to pay this stupid existence rent, which is what I'm stressed out over.
Your time management shortcomings
Someone with the
and
username
lack of
Donald
self-care
J. Trump
are not
MAGA
Amazon's
2028
problem.
just following
Please
me.
remit 2,699 Zuck coins to Amazon Corp in the next soul, or your body will be confiscated. Please say OK Omni to confirm.
You get a bit more time to check out the world if you don't pay it off immediately. Yeah, I figured.
Okay, Omni.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Yeah, like I mean, I'm pretty sure I've read like almost all the flavor text in the scene at this point, like, and interacted with everything. I assumed that was probably just to give you an option to explore more if you want to.
I give up. I give up already.
Oh, shit. Mom, my DeLorean! No! My fucking DeLorean!
Ugh, it's getting worse every day. A strike at the Stratoplex transhumanism shop, and I've got to jet all the way down here to wallow in putrid terrestrial slum sprawl amongst these plebes just to get my telomeres reset.
This was the closest available corporeal maintenance outlet. There are reports of guillotines in Musk Square.
Musk
The situation
Square.
was unsafe for Eclat-ranked nobles and executives. My deepest apologies, Lady Bisburg Zuckerbuck.
Costner! I have repeatedly asked you to address me as Miss Karen. I am my own woman, and these extended titles are so burdensome. Do I need to swap you out for a less malfunctioning android model?
Of course not, of course not, Karen.
Miss Karen, you're still a subordinate. Never forget that.
Absolutely, Miss Karen.
Miss Karen. Son of a bitch. Are you fucking kidding? I guess let's go talk to him. She's got a fair, pure-blood, Nord-Aryan earthling shell. Those cost a fortune. You gotta have special lineage licensing to have your soul uploaded to those vessels. The dress is probably made of smart graphene and nanites to automorph into the latest fashion every half hour, to keep up with the Hamptons and prolong your 15 minutes of fame as long as your indefinite upper crust lifespan. This high towner could easily lift me out of my death trap. Alright, let's go talk to her. What drugs are we gonna... We sold all the fentanyl, Teo. We've only got Mythium, which is for robots.
That's close enough. Princess Bisburg Zuckerbuck's charity soup kitchen event was last week. She has not scheduled any handouts or photo ops with the homeless today.
That's close enough, homeless man. I'm not here for handouts. I just want to talk to her.
I'm not here for snap grab pics or free battery packets. I just want to talk to her.
Do you have an appointment? Princess Karen Bisburg Zuckerbuck's time is worth several thousand Zuck coin per hour.
You sold all of it? I assume so, Teo. I don't see it in my, like, inventory anywhere. Your boss smashed up the... Yeah, that's a good point. Also, let's do this one, too. I want to see what the dialogue for this is.
I really need some help. Do you think her princess ship could pencil me in for some handouts?
I'm sorry, sir. That won't be possible. Also, Princess Bisburg Zuckerbuck prefers photo opportunities with poor, marginalized children, ideally with severe disabilities or ailments. These do well in electoral focus groups.
Sorry, buddy.
She says.
You don't market test well enough.
To death soon.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to step back and go about your business.
Your boss smashed up the front of my car.
Your boss smashed up the front of my ground car.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I'm going to have to ask you to step back and go about
You fuckers landed on it! What sort of folks does Her Highness prefer again?
What sort of folks does Her Highness prefer again?
Poor, marginalized children, ideally with severe disabilities or ailments. These do well in electoral focus groups, she says.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Let me give you a shout out as well, so to speak. Alright, I think I know what we have to do. We have to use the little, refugee children on the street to get to, Princess Karen. Alright, let me just do that. Alright, there we go. There we are. All right. Okay, I think I see what we have to do here. Damn, there's got to be some way for me to get royal airtime with her worshipfulness. Alright, let's talk to those children. That's a Gosling model? Alright, hold on, let me walk over there first.
That's closer.
Oh no. Although the children are kind of blocked. Can I even get to it back there now? Yeah, no, it just walks me to there. Oh, maybe we have to do the Mythium now. Can I not access the car?
That.
How about the mother? Oh, that actually might be a good one too. Yeah, let's try the mother. She might be able to help.
Hey, I could really use your help if you have a moment. It's kind of a life and blue screen of death thing.
What? No, for the last time. I don't want your myth, meth, crunk, crack, junk, smack, magic dragon, ecstasy, sextasy, GNN news, or whatever horrific drug you're peddling.
No, it's not that. Didn't you mention your kid had some sort of serious illness? Spinal tap or something?
Android
Spinal tap.
Right. I need to get the attention
He
of
died
that princess
of
over there.
spinal tap.
It could be my only shot at living through the night.
Right. What's in it for me?
You get to meet Neofeudal royalty?
Been there, done that. Got the cocaine-dusted t-shirt, terrible pay, being fired without severance, and a life of destitution after being discarded, remember?
Yeah. Let me think about how to repay you for a sec.
There must be something she might want. I should check my inventory. Do I have money? I still have $702. I guess I could give her the money.
How about 25 Zuck coins?
Make it 50 and you've got a
Okay,
deal.
good. We didn't even have to use all of it.
Come on, I need every Zuck coin I can get.
I got my own bills, Buster.
What does it
do I look
matter,
like, Motherboard
Nostro?
Teresa? Patron saint of
They're gonna
broke
kill
robots?
you if you don't have like
Beggars can't be
10
choosers,
grand for
especially
them.
not in Neoliberon.
Fine.
Just give her the money.
So what do you want me to do exactly?
Just, pretend we're happily married, and that's our kid.
Okay.
Happily married? Living in this dump? This is a terrible cover story. Like trashy cop show terrible. But hey, it's your Zuck coins.
Okay, now all I've got to do is try to get Princess Bizzberg Zuckerberg's attention. Maybe if I pester the bodyguards again. Alright. Also, fuck, it is getting... I need to end stream now, sadly, because I need to head out to the movie that I'm seeing tonight, but hold on, let me save. But yeah, I am fucking loving this so far. I'll definitely be playing through the rest of it, because already it's fucking great. Alright, let me find someone to raid, though. Yeah, I'll be playing it at the same time every week, like, on Wednesdays. You know, so if you want to see the rest of my playthrough, you can come back for that. I stream other days, but I'll be doing Neofeud 2 every Wednesday. Alright, who's live now that I can raid quickly? Because I gotta head out. G-Money's on. I'll just raid G-Money. But yeah, this is a very fun stream. Thank you for the raid, Silver Spook, and for hanging out in chat and like talking to us about the game while we were playing it. That was really cool. And yeah, I'm so happy this game is finally out. I got a full day with the kid. Yeah. It's getting late anyway, and also I need to head out soon to make the movie screening. I got a train I need to catch. But I'll be live tomorrow. Olivia and I will be doing more. What are we doing tomorrow again? Not Fallout. We'll be playing more Fallout New Vegas tomorrow. I was trying to remember if it was Half-Life or Fallout Day tomorrow. It's hype that this is out now. Yeah. No, I'm loving it. All right, I gotta go, everybody. Good night, everyone. Love you all, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.